I don't tend to find myself at places that don't serve food. If I am at a place that does not serve food, that I will be there for a very short time. Hi, my name is Ariana, and I will be basically going over everything that you need to know before moving to Dallas, Texas. I am a Californian. I moved to Dallas, Texas 2 years ago. And I wrote a list of pros and cons. This will probably be a 2 to 3 part series. I'll probably do pros today and then go over cons tomorrow or the next video, and then tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, because I moved out here completely blind, not doing any research. The only research I did was if it was a cool place for a young woman to thrive and start her life over. So I moved out here when I was 32 years old. I've been here for 2 years. I am now 34 and I will be turning 35 this year. I started my life over completely from scratch. Moved out here, lived with a business partner for about a week and a half. Then I lived with a friend for about a month and a half. In that time, my savings dwindled, so I had to get a job. And with me getting a job, I was able to provide for myself. I was able to purchase my first apartment. I was able to purchase my first car, and I have been doing pretty well starting my life over. I'm documenting this series. So after this little series, I'm gonna start documenting my day-to-day life because I wanna hold myself accountable. I wanna be the best version of myself this particular year. I say the first year that I moved out here was my struggle year, trying to figure out life, trying to figure out everything. Who can I trust? Who can I not trust? How far does my money go? Am I gonna be able to live? Am I gonna be able to survive? So I was in survival mode the very first year that I was here. The second year that I was here, I only enjoyed my life. So I just wrapped up year 2. I am starting year 3. I am recording this, I believe, April 29th of 2025, and I moved out here April 4th of 2023. So I am on completed year 2 and I'm going into year 3. So here's everything I learned in the 2 years of living in Dallas, Texas. Okay. Here's pros. Pros, number 1, great food. Dallas, Texas has an amazing food scene. There is so many high-end places. There's so many mid-range, low-range. And when I say low-range, I just mean like hole in the walls. You can just go in there, grab you something really great. There's things popping up all over Dallas every single day. If you're just even on TikTok, you will find a bajillion different types of food restaurants. I am a huge foodie, so I have eaten out a lot over the past 2 years. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I don't even know, I've cooked a lot, but I've eaten out way more than I have cooked. I am a huge foodie. So some of my favorites that I'll go into detail with are 1, Nobu. I love Nobu. Never been to Nobu before when I was in California. First time in Nobu was in Dallas. I actually found out that they had a happy hour, and yeah, Nobu, that's my jam. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Nobu sushi, like maki sushi. Their yellowtail sashimi, very, very delicious. Jalapeno, cilantro, it's so good. It is so good. I also am a fan of their miso glazed sea bass lettuce wrap cup things. Oh my gosh, I can eat those all day. Those are so freaking good. So yeah, Nobu is like number 1. I started going to Nobu, then somebody was like, oh, let's go on a date to Nobu. And then I went on a date to Nobu, and then I brought my mom out here, flew her out here. I took her to Nobu for her birthday. So we had a really great experience at Nobu. I love Nobu, and I just found out, and I'm gonna hit that up. Nobu now has an all-you-can-eat brunch, $75 per person. So I'm going to brunch. But yeah, Nobu, probably my number one-ish spot. It's fine dining, upscale. They have a happy hour. Other than that, Nobu is a place where you're gonna go to spend some money. Another thing that is very, very popping out here that I did not experience before in California, and maybe because I moved out here when it started becoming really big, is happy hour. There is happy hour every restaurant out here. Every restaurant has a happy hour. Every bar has a happy hour. There's a lounge called Happiest Hour, or bar slash lounge slash sports bar slash whatever you want to call it, called Happiest Hour. Everything just has a happy hour. So you have the availability to get cheap drinks pretty much wherever you go, and cheap food, because I'm a foodie. I absolutely love Blue Sushi Sake Grill. That one's one of my favorite spots. For a happy hour, their sushi is completely like discounted. You could get from between like $3 to $10 sushi rolls. It's very filling. They also have happy hour drinks. Some of the places, restaurant that I work at, they have happy hour. Every place out here has happy hour. Like every place has happy hour. So there is no shortage on affordable snacks and affordable drinks for Dallas. I absolutely love that. If I wanted something, I'm hungry and it's in the middle of the day, a little pick me up, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2:30. Sometimes those are the 2:30 to like 7. Sometimes could be the happy hour times. I highly recommend Dallas for a good happy hour. Even the upscale places, like I said, Nobu, they have happy hour as well. Okay, so Nobu was number 1. Number 3 was my Blue Sushi Sake Grill, but I already went over that. Number 2, favorite place to eat is North Italia. So if you're looking for good Italian food, upscale, fine dining type Italian food, really, really good. I highly enjoy North Italia. I feel like every dish that I've gotten from there has been delicious. I've never had a problem with any of the food, never had to send it back. Some of the dishes I did find were a little on the smaller side. But again, the food has always been amazing. I took my mom there when she came out here. I take a lot of people to North Italia. And my favorite is their seasonal butter cake. Seasonal butter cake, absolute favorite. I tear it up every single time. I don't really care what season we're in. I always order the seasonal butter cake. Next, I will have Thai food. So Thai food, my favorite Thai food spot is going to be Zap Kitchen. I met the owner. I decided to try it out. Thai food is actually one of my favorite cuisines. Thai food and Japanese food, favorite cuisines. I'm more on the Asian side when I like to go out to eat. So yeah, Zap Kitchen, very, very good. They have a wonderful array of Thai food dishes. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Number 2 pro for living in Dallas is there is a great nightlife here. I know lots of places have good nightlife. I know Miami has a good nightlife. We all visit Miami. I know LA has a good nightlife, but to live someplace that has a good, really good nightlife that's pretty consistent, that you don't have to worry about anything. I never had to worry about my safety with the nightlife here in Dallas. Yeah, nightlife here, pretty spot on. Some of my favorite places to go, I would say, depending on the night. Again, I'm in the industry. Greenlight is a really great spot. A lot of people, everybody and their mom, their dad, their cousin, their auntie, their dogs, Standard Pour. Everybody knows about Standard Pour out here. Especially if you're in the industry, Standard Pour is one of the biggest, most popular bar that you can go to. A lot of people love it because they serve food all the way to like 1:30 a.m. The food is good. I fell in love with their lobster ravioli. That is fire. I know a lot of people, they tear up and devour their chicken tenders. Huge pieces of chicken tender. The fries are good. The sides are good. The bread pudding dessert, delicious. So Standard Pour is always going to be a hit. The more and more you go, the more familiar you are, the more you get like little hookups. So I know a lot of people in the industry and a lot of people just in general, they love Standard Port. It's a great hangout spot. They have 2 bars, like an outdoor patio type bar, and they have like an indoor bar. Dark, cool, speak easy, but still vibey. Really nice. Rodeo is another good one that people love to go to. I like rodeo every once in a while. I am not a, hey, let's go out type person. I'm a, oh, we're gonna go to a wine bar. Oh, we're gonna go eat. Okay, I'm down. Other than that, I'm not really a, hey, let's go to the club. Hey, let's go to the bar. Hey, let's go. I'm not that type of person, but I have gone out. I have been in the streets before. And I will say that rodeo is a good one. Greenlight is a good one. Tipsy Alchemist is probably my favorite place to go. Tipsy Alchemist, I would say, has a lot of the distinguished quality business suits type people at Tipsy Alchemist throughout the weekdays. On the weekends, it's a variety of different types of people, but they have upstairs and a downstairs. They have like 2 bars. They have DJs upstairs and downstairs. It's a vibe. The design of it is a vibe. I don't really know the drink situation. I'm not a huge drinker, but I haven't even tried it and I'm so mad about it, but they have popcorn, like freshly popped popcorn that everybody says is delicious. So I have never tried their popcorn, even though I've been here for 2 years, but I've been to Tipsy Alchemist a few times. Absolutely love it. Love the vibe. Love the fact that you can go have a birthday there. It's sometimes I've gone, it's been like R&B, but you're doing R&B with like business people. It's a really cool vibe and experience. So I highly recommend Tipsy Alchemist. And lastly, I will recommend Regine's. Regine's is a really cool, grown, sexy vibe. Sit back with a little, I mean, if you drink old fashions, a little old fashioned, or a little whiskey, or a little bourbon, and they have live music, and I've only been like a couple of times, handful of times. It's a vibe. It's a chill, cool little vibe. So those are my favorites. There's lots of other places, lots of other things that you can find on TikTok or Instagram. Those are just the ones I've been to. I haven't been to every single place because again, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. I'm not none of that. So I do eat a lot. So I don't tend to find myself at places that don't serve food. Anyways, if you're moving out here, I highly recommend going into the service industry. Service industry, you can make anywhere from 20K to 100K to more. You just have to, of course, be seasoned. You have to be into the industry, know exactly what you're doing. And again, you have to be someplace where it's kind of like, hey, you're tenured here. This is where you're at. Everybody knows to go to this place because that's where you're at. So another industry that makes really good money is still the service industry, but it's bottle girls. Bottle girls make a lot of money. Bartenders make a lot of money. That's not my forte. I'm good at being a server. So I work at a fine dining restaurant where I'm a server, and I also train other people to do what we do at that specific restaurant. So I'm a trainer at the restaurant as well. So yeah, service industry, 20 to 80K. I mean, easy money. And yeah, I highly recommend that. Number 4 is networking. Networking is big out here. There's so many people that you can come across just by being a server, having them at your table or restaurant or whatever. There's so many people that you could come across. Dallas was ranked number 1 for the most wealthiest people. So there's no telling. Wealthy people have to go out to eat. Wealthy people go out and get coffee. Wealthy people go out and do things. They walk their dog. They go to Pilates. They work out. They do a whole bunch of stuff. There's so many avenues for you to network here. I have not fully tapped into the networking completely, but when I tell you this is why I'm starting YouTube, this is why I need to be held accountable. I'm going to start. These are my visual diaries. I'm going to start networking so much more. I've come across, shook hands with so many people And my business partners specifically are in the millions and close to the billion. I will say networking is huge here. Go to your local gym, purchase a slightly higher gym membership, Pilates, all these other things. You can meet wealthy individuals right next to you. Coffee shops, become regulars someplace. Become a regular at one of these fine dining restaurants or something like that. So yeah, I highly recommend networking. There's lots of places to meet new and upcoming individuals, highly established individuals. Lots of mixers and events are here in Dallas, like tech mixers, just like workout mixers. Like I'm constantly on an Eventbrite just looking to see what new mixer is out and about. Pop-ups, workshops, there's something always to do. Farmers markets as well. There's a farmers market in every single city out here. Or number 5 is there's lots of coffee shops. I used to drink back in the day the green tea fraps at Starbucks. I had no clue that that was like matcha. So I've been on matcha, but I really became more of a matcha freak when I moved out here. I think my first matcha I tried was at La La Land. La La Land is a really great coffee shop, great for introductory to matcha drinkers. I was a heavy coffee drinker. I just don't like what coffee does to me. So I switched to decaf. Decaf hurts my stomach a little bit. So matcha is the only thing that I can drink. It's got like a time release.
Anyways, this is not a matcha ad.
This is just to let you guys know that I'm a matcha girly. And so I love my matcha. La La Land has really great matcha. I just don't like how they prepare it because it's not necessarily the correct way on preparing the matcha, but they do use ceremonial grade matcha. I found another place called Chasen Matcha Bar. That is my absolute favorite. There's a lot of hit and miss of it on TikTok. Some people love it, some people hate it. I absolutely love it. It's only open on Saturdays and Sundays. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. And it's a really great, it's right across the street from Ola Cafe. A lot of people love Ola Cafe. Not a huge fan of it. I tried a matcha there, disgusting. But their coffee I think is really good. I don't know, but they have a really great, like these coffee shops have geared their, I guess you could say their ambiance to people who work from home, to people who need to go there and go to study for school, work, things like that. When I lived at my friend's apartment, I walked down the street to the coffee shop. I forget what it was called now, but it was one of my favorite coffee shops. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. I'll have to insert the name somewhere because it's a great, great, great coffee shop on Elm Street. So beautiful, very, very nice. I wrote my thesis paper there because when I moved out here, I was still in school. Wrote my thesis paper there, was able to crank out. They're dog friendly as well. Coffee shops, so some places that I highly, highly recommend is gonna be Chasen Matcha Bar, La La Land. I love Fairgrounds. Their outdoor seating is perfect. They are dog friendly as well. Indoor is really cool. They have a cool swing. And they have pretty good coffee as well. They have lots of smoothies and food. I like places that serve food as well. So La La Land is a great place to go study and eat food and drink at the same time. Drink as in coffee shops. Fairgrounds is another one you can eat and get a coffee. Fount is another one. I don't like Fount matcha, but I like their vibe. Like their outdoor seating is very, very cute, quaint. It's almost like a house turned into a coffee shop. Love that. But the inside is very, very dark. But all their like oat milk and almond milk is all made with naturally. So there's like separation and stuff like that. So I do love the vibe about Fount. Just not a fan of their matcha. And Ascension is a really good one. I've met a couple of people at Ascension, great for networking as well. These coffee shops are also great for networking, all of them that I mentioned. But Ascension is another one great for networking. A lot of people go there and do business meetings. And a lot of people go there and just do meetings in general. And a lot of people go there and study. And a lot of people go there to work. So Ascension is a really, really good one. I personally like the one in Oaklawn a lot better. Number 8, cost of living. I find coming from California, cost of living is so cheap here. But on top of that, where the places that I lived and worked in California, I never made as much money as I made here just being a server. So I'm able to afford a whole lot more than I wasn't able to afford in California, because the cost of living is ridiculous in California. So I'm able to afford the apartment, my car, my food, my cost of living. You're able to save. The cost of living out here, because I'm from California, is a lot better. Gas, the highest I've ever seen gas is like $2.90. But when I first moved out here, it was like $2.10. Now it's like fluctuates between $2.60 and $2.80 for gas. I'm talking about regular gas at that. Outside of that, yeah, cost of living compared to other places, the rent is cheap. My 1 bedroom is base pay when I first moved into it, $15.89 for 1 bedroom, and I'm literally 7-8 minutes away from uptown Dallas. So I'm not far at all. It takes me 8 minutes to get to work. I wanted someplace that was close, that I can afford. So yeah, it's not bad at all for a 1 bedroom close to uptown Dallas. Maybe 15 minutes from downtown Dallas, 15 minutes from Deep Ellum. I'm just kind of in the central area. So anywhere from where I live, I'm 6 minutes away from the Love Field Airport. I'm right on the hospital grid. Like, not bad at all. So being on the hospital grid is really key when you move here, because you don't want your power to go out. That's another thing. I'll talk about that on my cons. Thunderstorms. Not a fan. Not a fan of thunderstorms. So anyways, yeah, cost of living, gas, rent, I would say is a little bit on the cheaper side, because I come from California where it's extremely on the expensive side. So it's on the cheaper side. I've alienated myself by moving away from where I grew up and where I'm from. I basically have alienated myself and put myself alone. So I have a business partner, I have a friend, but I'm not in their face all the time. We're not hanging out all the time. So I have to call my mom, and my mom has to call me. I have to FaceTime my brother, like things like that. So I'm not around my family. I'm not around my friends from home. It's given me a chance to do a self-reflection. Like I said, I started my life over from scratch. I knew nothing. I had to grow up. I had to learn to adult. I had to learn to take care of my bills. There's so much things that I knew how to do, but I wasn't responsible for doing them. Now I'm responsible for doing it. And it's just like a whole nother vibe. It just puts you into another mindset, along with the alienation, or I guess you could say separation from what you're used to, is alone time with your own thoughts, alone time with God. That to me has been the hardest. Like, I felt a lot closer to God when I was with my family than I do now. But for me now, I have to chase after God. I have to run after God. So my dream, or I guess you could say on my vision board for this year, is to find a church home, make Christian friends, make Christian connections. Also, I want to be able to grow my business, do everything that God has put me out here to do. I feel like I've kind of sort of lollygagged the first 2 years, but again, like I said, the first year was my struggle year. I couldn't think about anything. And the second year was my enjoying year of, oh my gosh, I'm not used to making this much money. I'm not used to being able to do this, being able to do that, whatever. So I will say one of the best things is that strengthening your relationship with God, especially in your season of separation. I'm for sure in my season of separation, and anytime I step out of my season of separation and try to get people around me, they end up falling off, they end up having problems. There's something that's going on, there's too much drama. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm not even gonna date. I'm not even gonna be looking. I'm not, nothing, just me and God. And 9 times out of 10, it's me not spending enough time with God. Social media, I'm on TikTok, things like that. But yeah, I will say one of the pros of being here in Dallas is, and it's the hardest thing that I have to do, is strengthening my relationship with God, because I'm the one that has to strengthen that, because I'm the one that breaks the relationship. I'm the one that doesn't spend time in the God's word. I'm the one that does social media or gets on TikTok instead of spending time with God. So the hardest thing is to get rid of all of those distractions, quiet your mind, turn the TV off, and spend time with God. So those are my 8 pros to living in Dallas. I'm sure I could come up with a whole lot more, but this is just what I came up with in the last 12 hours. So yeah, I would say if you're looking to move into Dallas, it's a really, really great spot. It is saturated. It is increasing rent prices because so many people are moving, just like they did to Atlanta. A lot of people moved to Atlanta back in the 2000s. Now everybody's moving to Texas in the Midwest because of the cheaper prices. So just keep that in mind. By the time you guys move out here, it might be a little bit more expensive. One thing I did learn, here's a little bonus tip: rent is cheaper in the winter. So if you move in the winter, your rent is going to be cheaper. If you move in the summer, your rent is going to be a whole lot more expensive. So keep that in mind when you guys move. Move in November, December, January, February, March type situation. Any other time, they bump those prices up a good $200-300. So I did learn that. My move-in date was May, so that's kind of how I got the rent that I have now. It's a little bit on the cheaper side, but my apartment complex has been raising rent. And when my renewal was up, I thank God they gave me the exact, all I had to do was sign the lease. They gave me the exact same rent for a shorter amount of time. So I did $1,589 as the base for my rent. And then I did a 15-month lease. So then when my renewal came back, they gave me 12 months, which is shorter time for the same exact time. So I took that, I ran with it, and now my lease is up in like September or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm excited. I'm ready. I want to do a whole nother apartment, something different. And I already have a bed. I'm gonna get rid of my couch, but I already have a bed, nightstands, like everything like that. I started all of that from scratch. Didn't have anything when I moved out here. I came out with a suitcase and a dog. That's the crazy part. So anyways, those are my 8 pros of living in Dallas. If you guys want more pros, let me know. I'm going to do a cons video just so you guys have the good and the bad. But those, for me, I'm a very positive person, so the cons aren't gonna be that bad. It's just, literally any situation is what you make it. So yeah, if you guys wanna see more, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. The next video should be already up. So you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your guys' day.